Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is going to be another over 50 video for my fellow uh, middle agers, I guess. Mainly dealing with the job market and the situation that we're in now with trying to get work, trying to apply for jobs, and trying to get through the interview process successfully. So yesterday I had a mandatory meeting with our unemployment office. She had emailed me prior to it saying that basically if this meeting is not attended to, fortunately it's online, it's through Teams, but if this wasn't attended to, that the future benefits would be cut off. So obviously that's motivation to make sure you get to the meeting. Basically what she wanted to do was just go over my job history, just kind of the experience that I've had with trying to find jobs, as far as who I'm going through for leads, what kind of feedback I've been getting back, if I've gotten any referrals for interviews or like requests. So I went through the job history with her. That took maybe 10-15 minutes, and then she basically was saying to me that especially in today's market, that the best way to land a job is through networking. People that who may know somebody else, who may know somebody else, that sort of thing. I guess what it all boils down to is it's not so much in what you know as it is in who you know. And I guess it'll always be that way in this world, just the way we're wired, I guess. But when I told her that I had two interview requests so far, she was kind of surprised. She said, "Wow, that's actually pretty good considering a lot of applicants haven't even gotten those requests for interviews. So that tells me at least, hopefully my resume is good, enough to warrant an interview request. But unfortunately, that's the crux of it. That's kind of where everybody gets to, and then doesn't go anywhere from there. So we need to figure out a way to get through that process if we're given the chance for an interview to do that successfully, so that we can, start earning a living again. And if you're like me, I'm sort of on the fence right now with having the time and everything, because part of me feels that still drawn to that safety net, that okay, if I can apply for a job, get a job, at least I'll have consistent income coming in. Might not be great, but it'll be consistent. Whether economy's up or economy's down, it'll be consistent, along with the everyday stress that's holding down a job nowadays, especially like a blue collar job. And then the other part of me is like, well, I should take at least half my time and try to do what I've always wanted to do, and that was be my own boss. Try and learn the skills needed, and apply the patience needed, and really buckle down and start investing in myself. Because like I said in the previous video, it's myself is who I need to take care of. No one's going to do it for me. God is my provider, but as far as humanly speaking, we're pretty much kind of responsible for ourselves in that regard. Government sure as hell isn't going to do it, especially if you're somebody like me who's in their upper 50s, white. That's a big strike against us, and out of work. That's as far as any kind of benefits or handouts, so to speak, or whatever. We're at the bottom of the totem pole. We're pretty much hopeless in that regard. So we have to really invest in ourselves, do everything we can to proceed with what our future is going to look like. Ultimately, it's in God's hands, and we need to continue to pray that above everything. But in doing our part, we need to do the steps needed to do whatever that conclusion comes to. I guess starting out, the ideal thing would be to maybe get a job that's not paying the greatest. Most jobs aren't, let's face it, and supplement that with a additional income stream or streams, better streams, because all of us, no matter how good of a job that we have, no matter how well we're being paid, especially if we're being paid well, for that to be our only income, our only source coming in, that puts us at an extremely big risk, and that's anybody. And then if you have a couple that's working in the same industry or the same company, that's double the risk, because you have not only two incomes, but from the same place. So if they go through layoffs and they lay both of you off, that's devastating. If you don't have any kind of income stream, beside that to rely on. So yeah, I found that interesting yesterday when she said that that getting 2 interviews was quite a achievement, which unfortunately it goes back to what I said, my first video, that the job market sucks. That we, especially if you're over 50, and you're a male, it's we have a lot of strikes against us, guys, and we need to maybe network, find other people in our situation, and come up with some strategies together, maybe on what we can do to better our lives, to better our situation, to get us back into a productive part of society where we're contributing and we're earning an income from. So it's gonna be a little shorter today. That's about all I really wanted to share, was that interview I had with the person from unemployment. It really brought home the fact that yeah, it's things aren't looking good out there. There's always exceptions, but for the most part, for the average guy who doesn't know a ton of people, it's a rough road ahead. It's an uphill battle. So we just need to stick together, pray for each other, and see it out one way or another. So with that, I will leave this to you. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.